This is the world's most secure convoy. Security is being provided to it that is probably more important than even the US president. In this convoy, weapons are being transported from one place to another. If the convoy is compromised during transport, the consequences could mean the world's most dangerous weapons falling into the wrong hands. The damage from this would not be limited to just one country but would have to be borne by the entire world. That is why no compromise can be made on its security. How does a superpower country like America transport these nuclear weapons? What does this convoy look like? And if an attack happens, how do the federal agents handle it? Welcome once again to the videos of SMTV, viewers. There are 12,515 nuclear weapons in the world, out of which 4,100 are solely in the possession of the United States of America. All these weapons are spread across every corner of America. The active weapons are present in the U.S. Air Force, military, and Navy submarines. But thousands of these weapons are in storage mode, meaning they are backup weapons spread across North America. But the question is, why are nuclear weapons kept dispersed? Nuclear weapons are always kept dispersed and hidden in different parts of the country, and this information is highly sensitive. This is done so that an enemy attack cannot render them all useless. By keeping them dispersed, the advantage is that even if the enemy attacks, they cannot destroy all nuclear weapons at once. In this way, the country retains some nuclear weapons for self-defense. Now, when nuclear weapons are kept in a safe place, why is there a need to transport them from one place to another? The biggest reason for this is maintenance. Just as weapons in the military require maintenance, maintaining nuclear weapons is also extremely important. Obviously, war equipment is not used all the time, nor are weapons used constantly. Therefore, when left idle, their mechanical parts get rusted. In addition, it is very important to regularly check the health of the plutonium or uranium present inside nuclear weapons specifically, so that when the time comes to use them, they do not fail to work. Keeping all these things in mind, nuclear weapons are installed at strategic locations, but their maintenance is done at a facility located in a central location. In the case of the USA, a separate federal agency called the National Nuclear Security Administration exists for the security and maintenance of all their nuclear weapons. There can be several other reasons for moving nuclear weapons from strategic locations, such as security concerns. For example, if intelligence agencies receive information that the location of nuclear weapons has been leaked, they are immediately removed from there. The areas where nuclear weapons are kept have such strict and perfect security that wandering around these areas without permission is not even possible. But when they have to be shifted from one place to another, this weapon, capable of destroying an entire city in one moment, is passed through the same roads that everyone uses daily. As long as it is hidden in a remote location, it is fine. But when it comes onto the road, its security becomes quite complicated. To face this challenge, the US government has created an entire agency whose sole job is to secure nuclear weapons. The military convoys you are seeing are commonly used in the USA for transporting nuclear weapons from one place to another. At first glance, this convoy looks so large, like the security convoy of some VIP, that an ordinary person cannot even imagine such security. The number of vehicles in this convoy can vary because it depends on how large the nuclear weapon is and where it is going. There are police vehicles whose job is to clear the convoy through busy roads without stopping. Between these police vehicles, all the vehicles that form the actual convoy are trucks that move together at a specific distance and on a specific side. These are called Bearcats. Calling them just bulletproof would be an insult to their status because they are far more secure than that. Each armored vehicle has 4 to 6 federal agents whose job is to protect the convoy and counterattack at the same time. You can see portholes in various places on these armored vehicles, which allow the agents to fire from inside without stepping out. These agents are not ordinary people but trained commandos who have handguns, shotguns, assault rifles, and millions of rounds of ammunition. If things still do not work out, there are also automatic machine guns mounted on top of the armored vehicles. However, all these weapons are used only in case of danger. During normal transport operations, if an attack occurs on the nuclear weapons truck, these agents keep an eye on every small detail and share it with each other. The convoy remains connected via radio. This radio communication happens on 3 separate channels. On one channel, all the armored vehicles contact and coordinate with each other in case of an attack. On the second channel, the agents in the armored vehicles receive updates from their convoy. According to SOP, the nuclear convoy should have closed vehicles, 5 trucks, and the remaining 2 1 kilometer ahead. Every few minutes, the main convoy checks the situation with the 2 armored vehicles ahead. The purpose of dividing communication into separate channels is that if attackers jam one radio frequency or the main convoy is compromised, the 2 vehicles ahead can use their separate channel to call for help. In addition, the entire convoy remains connected to an emergency control center via channel. The staff at the control center's job is to guide the convoy in an emergency and immediately arrange backup forces. If such a situation ever arises, the control center will send extra force to contact the convoy agents under a special SOP. Whether this extra force is police or military, the control center will provide both forces with separate code words via encrypted radio links. Upon arrival at the scene, both forces will not trust each other until the secret codes match. This is done only so that no attacker can pose as a fake police officer and gain access to the nuclear weapon. This is just one of the countless SOPs. Every truck that handles every situation is not ordinary either, because this is why all this security exists. To transport nuclear weapons, these trucks are completely customized, meaning they are specially designed for this purpose. The body of the truck is made of hard steel on which ordinary jam tools do not work at all. Neither can it be cut with a grinder, nor does a drilling machine work on it, and nor does its body crack in an accident. Even if it is thrown into fire, its body can keep the nuclear weapon inside safe for several hours. Talking about the driver's cabin, it is bullet and bomb proof, and its doors can only be opened from inside no matter what happens. While the truck's strength protects it from attackers, it also has one drawback. Its weight is much higher than a normal truck, equal to 25,000 kilograms. For this reason, in case of an attack, this truck cannot move very fast nor take sharp turns. But hidden behind this very weakness is another security feature. If somehow attackers manage to seize the truck and try to take it away, explosives attached to the truck's axles will explode, causing the truck to separate from its wheels and fall to the ground. Now, because its weight is very high, it is impossible to drag it without wheels. As for the nuclear weapon inside the truck, even the convoy agents do not have access to open its container. Electronic locks are installed on it, and the electronic keys are only with the National Nuclear Security Administration. Anyway, even if someone forcibly reaches the truck's cargo, an automatic spray gun inside the container will greet them. This is a very thick and sticky spray. When it falls on anyone, its adhesive material does not allow the person to move or walk easily, restricting their movements. Even then, if someone remains in the container, they will immediately receive an electric shock whose voltage is 6 times higher than household electricity. And yes, let us tell you that helicopters are constantly monitoring this entire convoy. When the fuel of one starts running low, the first 2 other helicopters replace them, and then they can leave their position. Inside these helicopters, separate backup forces are present, ready to go to any extent to protect the nuclear weapon. Due to all these security features, the world's most dangerous weapon cannot fall into the wrong hands, at least from the USA. In America's history, nuclear weapons have been transported thousands of times, but not a single convoy has been attacked so far. We hope you will like and share this video of SMTV a lot. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next amazing video.